Welcome to Facebook Live Friday, the show that's quick with a joke or a light if you smoke. And let's welcome our guests. Amanda is off today, so if we have time at the end of the show, we'll rifle through her desk. Running the camera today in her stead is Gary Whitley, one of our executive producers, which basically means he's our boss. And she's seen fire and she's seen rain. Now she sees your comments and questions. She's Caitlin Williams.
Hello, everyone.
And our special guest today, he was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Huntsville Utilities' very own Safety Squirrel. Today is Wildlife Day, a day to find ways to support and protect our animal friends, and that's why the Safety Squirrel is here today. We're going to talk with him a bit about what it's like for squirrels and other animals in the great outdoors. Now, to start, September 4th was chosen as Wildlife Day because it was on this day in 2006. Do you remember what happened on this day in 2006, Caitlin?
I do remember.
Without referencing the script? Did you know before you saw it in the notes?
Maybe.
Okay. It was on this day in 2006 that Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, was killed by a stingray while filming his show. So, Safety Squirrel, is there anyone out there who is known as the squirrel hunter?
Really?
Wow, you know, that's dark.
That is.
I mean, that's really dark, because if people knew that about him, geez, that'd really put an end to his nice guy persona. Jeez, wow. Ooh, I almost didn't need to hear that. Anyway, it is a well-known fact that squirrels and other small animals cause up to 20% of all power outages in the U.S. each year. So what is the deal with you guys and power outages? Okay, yeah, I understand that it's not just squirrels. You know, raccoons, snakes, birds, I get it. Lots of animals cause power outages, and we're not trying to pin all the blame on you. But what is it about electrical equipment that you guys find so fascinating? Huh.
So let me get this straight. You guys chew on the electrical installation? Why?
Really? It tastes like chicken?
How do you know that it tastes like chicken?
I mean, how does he know what a chicken tastes like?
Well, that too.
Yeah. You probably said too much there, Safety Squirrel. Anyway, what happens to a squirrel or other animal that happens to cause a power outage? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but you know, if it's that dangerous, why do you guys keep doing it? Okay, I get it. Yeah, union rules. I understand. Anyway, here's an example of how much damage squirrels and other animals can do. In 1987, NASDAQ's automated trading computer was shut down by a power outage for 90 minutes, and it impacted 20 million trades. It happened again in 2014 for about 30 minutes, and in both cases, those power outages were caused by squirrels. Do you have any comment? Well, I don't think you need to plead the fifth. You're not under oath here, you know.
Well, I just want to make it clear to you that that's not a denial, though.
That's true. It's not a denial. Okay, well, be that as it may, utilities do have ways to combat the problems caused by squirrels and other animals from causing power outages. And for that, Caitlin, we go to you.
Yes, so of course the best way to prevent these outages is to keep animals away from our electrical equipment. Substation.
A little louder, because we're using that microphone.
Oh yeah, we're using our old microphone. So if y'all can't hear me, I'm sorry. I will project a little bit more. So substations and other distribution equipment does have fencing to keep animals out. But fences can be climbed. They can be tunneled under or foiled in other ways.
You know, we also try to keep them out by serving them with restraining orders, but they tend to just ignore that.
Yeah, those don't tend to work very well.
Most squirrels don't have lawyers.
Oh, this is true. This is
Little
true.
known fact.
So some utilities do place plastic owls or other plastic predators near electrical equipment to scare smaller animals off. Nearly all utilities utilize tires, guards, and cages at substations to make it harder for animals to make it up onto the equipment, much like what people do to keep squirrels out of bird feeders.
You know, I was attacked by a plastic owl once. You don't want to mess with them. They're bad news.
Should we be worried?
No, I'm just saying, you know.
But the fact is, if an animal is determined to get somewhere, odds are it's gonna find a way to do so, as he's given a thumbs up. So fortunately, most animal-caused outages are very quick to repair, so they're only a minor inconvenience. And then also, fortunately, our friends at the American Public Power Association have developed a squirrel tracker.
Yes, the squirrel tracker. It's basically Tinder for squirrels.
No, that's actually not what it is.
Oh.
But the squirrel tracker helps utilities monitor data related to animal-caused outages, so they can see when they're more active and also what deterrents are actually working.
But, yeah, Tinder for squirrels, that'd be sweet though, right? Yeah, he knows. Anyway, it's our goal at Huntsville Utilities to not just protect the electrical grid, of course, but to also protect wildlife. And that's why we put so many safeguards in place to keep animals away from and protected from our electrical equipment. And you can help with this by not placing food for birds or other animals near electrical equipment that might be on your property. I remember at my house once, the air conditioner stopped working, and it turned out a rabbit had chewed through a thing between the house and the air conditioner. It was a rabbit, not a squirrel. You guys don't. How do you guys do with rabbits? Is it kind of little tenuous relationship there. Before we wrap this up, do you have anything else you'd like to add regarding this safety squirrel? No. At this time, we do not plan to start providing acorns as a public utility. Now it's time to check in with our viewers, and for that we go to Caitlin's favorite segment called Comments, Questions. Caitlin.
Let's see. We do have one comment that says Safety Squirrel needs to tie his shoes before he leaves, so make sure that you don't trip on your way out. And then comment from Deb, our co-worker. She says that if you do experience a power outage, which is also a good reminder to make sure you call 256-53-LIGHT, which is 256-535-4448 if you have a power outage.
Very true. And now it's time for the lightning round. The most popular social media post this week was regarding Project Liftoff, which is a solar storage and electric vehicle charging project that we're doing in conjunction with 7 States Power Corporation and hosted on the grounds of the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. We posted some artist renderings of what that final project will look like, and if you want to see those, you can go to our social media pages. They're much better than anything I could draw. Come out looking like a Mary Worth cartoon if I did it. Besides being National Wildlife Day, it's also College Colors Day. I am sporting the red for the Southeast Missouri State University. You're sporting the
War Eagle, but I'm not wearing orange and blue right now.
Think that was,
but I am a War Eagle girl.
So my question for the whole panel, in honor of our guest, there are at least 4 colleges that I know of that have squirrels as mascots. Can anyone here on the panel name any of those 4 colleges? That's impressive. You got all 4. Oberlin College, Mary Baldwin College, Haverford, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, okay, and the University of Stirling, and that last one's in Scotland, so you get double points for getting that one, Safety Squirrel. Before we go, we want to give a birthday shout out to Nyota Uhura, who is the communications officer on the USS Enterprise, who, according to Star Trek lore, will be born on this date in the year 2179. So happy, whatever the opposite of belated birthday is, to you, Lieutenant Uhura. Does anyone have anything else to add? We want to, by the way, thank Nikki, who's in here helping with the microphone today.
Yes, thank you.
We had a little technical issue at the start of the show. We had this really nice microphone we used last week, and it worked great, and we couldn't get it to work today, so we're using our other microphone.
Yeah, we're going back old school.
So you'll probably see a comment on there from my mother that says, "Can't hear you," at some point, because she says that all the time.
Ooh, I did get a War Eagle. And then there was another comment that apparently Lisa says that the Safety Squirrel says, "Go Vols." Do you say "Go Vols"?
And you're conveniently skipping this comment here.
Of course I'm skipping it because it's a comment from Auburn's arch rival, a Bama fan, saying that black is apparently appropriate for Auburn.
We got to be fair.
I say nay.
Okay. Well, does anyone have anything else to add before we wrap this thing up today? Anyone at all? I open the floor. Anyone?
I think I'm good.
It's Labor Day weekend.
That it is. So
Long weekend.
enjoy the long weekend and hope you get some good rest.
And which is ironic because it's Labor Day.
Well, it's to honor laborers.
Yes,
so it gives
no,
them
I
a
get
day
that,
off.
but it's, I'm just saying, it's kind of ironic. My wife says it's to honor childbirth. I get this all the time. I gotta I'm cutting down a tree or something. Well, that's nothing compared to childbirth. And I'm not saying childbirth's easy, but she's been riding this for 20 years now. Our oldest is 20. I could break my arm, and she'd say, "Well, that's nothing compared to the pain of childbirth." I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here with a broken arm.
You might be digging yourself a hole here.
Oh, that hole was dug a long time ago. Okay, so if nobody's got anything else to add, I want to remind our viewers that all guests on Facebook Live Friday receive a year's supply of turtle wax and rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. So be sure to join us next week when we'll be back with another episode. And I've lost count. Amanda usually keeps track of this, but she's not here today. We are coming up on what will be our 25th episode. This might be the 25th episode, for all I know. I know we're getting close. So we do have something special planned, a special announcement for the 25th episode. You don't want to miss that. So until next week, I am Todd for Caitlin, Gary, Nikki, and the Safety Squirrel, thanking you for watching and reminding you that you can't spell utilities without you.